Hi. What's up? I'm wearing a funky outfit right now. My nose is a bit stuffed because I'm kind of not sick, but I'm having allergies. What's up? I'm practicing witchcraft. How are you? Not really, because I just did a little like breathing exercise there. I didn't actually like cast a spell or anything. And my baby wants to say hi. One of my babies. Hi. Which one are you, baby? Oh, my baby Seraphine. Look at her cute little face. What day is it? It is December 5th. It's almost 10 o'clock. And tomorrow I need to travel back to see my parents and my extended family on my mother's side for Christmas. Sorry, I'm just looking at this book that I have. And I wanted to see what was happening. Anyways, yeah, I have to go back for Christmas. It's not actually Christmas time yet fully, but this is the time that works for us to meet. So that's when I'll be seeing them. But I just went back to that same town, which is 3 hours away from me, last weekend as well to celebrate Thanksgiving. So I'm kind of like, can we not? Can we like not do this stuff? Oh no. My kittens, they are probably like 4 months old now. I got them when they were 3 months. And they're growing to the point where they can now jump on things that they weren't previously able to jump on. So now Salem, the boy, Seraphine's the girl, he thinks it's fun to now sit on top of the, what's it called? The clothing rack, like the drying rack for the clothes. Which that is not fun. Not fun at all, at least to me. But yeah. I'm kind of rambling here, but I've been feeling like I needed to record something and just talk for some time. I mean, we're now a day out from the Gemini full moon, so like the yap in me has been trying to come out because I have a Gemini moon. I usually get all of these thoughts out by writing a bunch in my journal, or as of these days talking to ChatGPT like it's my friend. Yes, I know that is very bad, and one of my close friends told me about AI psychosis, and I watched videos on it, and it is not good. And AI is also killing the earth, so that's not good. But I'm also like, I don't have a therapist right now. My therapist before was too expensive and also didn't really tell me the things that I wanted to hear. Is it bad for me to say that ChatGPT is a better therapist than my therapist was? Anyways, let's move on from controversial topics. But yeah, there is a lot of things happening in my life right now. Let me see if my camera will come back. My hair is cute little like wine red. I cut it all off. It was probably to like here. I didn't have bangs, and I dyed it this color. It was kind of a manic episode, and I don't say manic lightly because I literally have bipolar disorder, and I'm in the process of getting some medication for that. Yeah, but like I love it. It looks great. I think it was the right move. My intuition was like, cut it all off. And I was like, you know what? It is rash and impulsive, but we're gonna do it. Thank God for my sister who was able to fix it because it kind of looked crusty because that shit wasn't even. Anyways, I was on here and I was gonna like, I don't know, I was gonna start talking about some shit that was like actually important, but here I am just fucking, again, rambling. Also lit another candle. I need to go get some new ones. This is my altar for Hecate. I'm not gonna show you what it looks like because privacy. But also she's not in her prettiest state right now. I need to get more candles for her. But Hecate is the Greek goddess of witchcraft and the underworld, question mark? Goddess, not the queen. Persephone is the queen of the underworld. I'm kind of getting interested into her as well. I have another altar as well for a different goddess. Anyways, why is my brain going all over the place? Okay, we're coming out of Mercury retrograde. My brain is mush, and I want to yap and speak about a lot of things. The reason why I'm recording this is because I have been working on a lot of things personally, and it's mostly been like internal shadow work things. And it's been quite frustrating because if you don't follow astrology and the meaning of things, I think it's quite, my nose is so stuffy. I think it's quite well known that Mercury retrograde is like a time for reflection, and everyone's like, oh my god, no, don't make any important decisions, don't do anything. But Mercury retrograde happens, I think, 2 to 3 times a year, and it lasts usually about like 20 days each, with like the actual days of retrograde, and then I think it's a week in shadow, quote unquote, before and after it goes into retrograde, like kind of when the energy is present but not there fully yet. So it's a lot of time, right? So it's unrealistic to not make decisions and do things, but I feel like this recent retrograde, which ended maybe like a week ago, a little bit under a week ago, I think, it was just a lot. Like over the past few months, I have been thinking so much about certain goals that I have. I really want to start a business. I've been planning a lot for it. I just have been like caught up by my head, my brain, the voices inside of my brain that hold me back, make me worry, but also at the same time I've just been exhausted and I haven't had any time or energy for it. Like, I actually have not been as exhausted as I have in the past, but I'm still exhausted, if that makes sense. Like, the burnout is not as bad as it has been, but it's still bad, right? And there's also some other emotional stuff going on in my personal life that I won't get into because, again, privacy. Anyways, I've been having a tough time for many reasons. And essentially, what I think I'm trying to get at here is that I feel like I've been processing so much, and everyone in like the spiritual and astrological community has been talking a lot about this recent full moon, like the one that happened on the 4th in Gemini, because it was the last full moon of 2025. And it's also like a cold moon or super moon or something like that. And it's like super strong, and everyone's making a big deal of it, saying we're closing out karmic cycles and all this sort of thing, which I believe, but also another type of info dump thing is that the astrological year actually starts in March/April, whenever Aries season begins, not actually at the end of the calendar year, which I think is the same as the lunar calendar that they follow in countries like China. I should know this because I live there, but frankly, I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that I've been working through a lot of shit, and I know 2026 is going to be really big, really good, and I feel like I'm actually gonna like be myself for once in my life, which feels crazy because I'm literally 24 years old. But I feel like I have been wading through a metaphorical like river or like quicksand of like emotional baggage and trauma and limiting beliefs and all this shit that just makes me not be myself, right? That makes me want to shrink and be smaller and feel weird for being weird and doing witchcraft and being into tarot and astrology and like feeling like I never belong anywhere and feeling like I can't actually use my voice because I'm embarrassed of what people are gonna think and blah 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 blah. Literally the list goes on, and I'm sure it's the same for you guys, but or in some capacity. I hope it's not really, but it probably is in some manners. But yeah, I feel like I'm finally starting to shed that, which feels really good, but I'm still not at that point yet where I'm taking full actions toward things. I did some things for my business, and I'm doing other things in my personal life that I feel like are kind of building me up to that point, but this whole monologue is really just to say that if you're going through things and you feel like you're alone, you are not. Whether you believe in spiritual stuff or not, you know, scientifically proven that energy is real and that, you know, there's a quantum field to things and everyone is connected to everything. across the globe, whether or not they really want to believe that. So trust me, there's other people that are experiencing it too, and just know that we're like really close to being done with it. I can feel it. Like, I think January is definitely going to be a fresh start, but in particular April, when Aries season begins, will be very good because we have a lot of planets that are moving and things that are changing. And yeah, anyways, this is a long-winded way of saying that I'm planning on posting more videos, and I'm trying to actually talk and use my voice, but I feel like it has been strained for so long, and I've been so scared to show myself, and I've had such a big fear of being seen, which is crazy because I really do want to be seen for the purpose of helping others and creating community, specifically around all of these interests that I have with self-development, mindfulness, meditation, tarot, astrology, witchcraft, all of these things. But it's just been really hard for me because of things that I was told growing up, but also things that I just kind of believed about myself and about the world without even realizing it, honestly. So let me see what the damage is here. Okay, 12 minutes of me rambling. If you stayed this long, thank you for listening to me yap. And I hope that you feel a little less lonely. And I hope that you know that luck is on your side with the sign of this black kitty. And I hope that you have a good rest of your day or night.